Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to take the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette and we're going to do a darker smoky eye. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some loose translucent setting powder underneath both of my eyes, and I'm packing that on pretty heavy because that's going to catch any fallout that we may have from the dark or glittery shadows. So that's why I look crazy for the majority of this video. But we're going to take just a good transition shade and we are going to put that just in the crease on both eyes, taking our time to blend that out and make sure we've got a good base down. I fast forwarded through this video because there's just a lot of blending and I didn't want you guys sitting here for an hour watching me blend my eyeshadow. So I'm sorry that the whole video is just a voiceover and kind of a fast forwarded version, but I thought it would work out better that way, and I think that it did. So we're just going in and we're just still blending all that out. Now we're going to go in with a little bit darker of a brown shade, and we're going to take that in the crease as well, and we're just going to keep blending that out and building up our shadow. You don't want to go in with too much right at the beginning or it ends up getting a little muddy and your shadows just don't blend as well. So now we're going to take a flat concealer brush and we are going to dive right into this darker glittery shade, and we are going to just start packing that right on the lid, keeping that below the crease, just on top of the lid, and I'm not taking it all the way to the outer corner. I'm focusing it right in the center and towards the inner portion of the eye, because we are going to end up going out and adding some darker shadow to the outer corner here in just a minute. So we're doing that to both eyes, of course. It's going to look a little bit messy at this point, and that's okay. We will fix it, don't worry. Okay, we're going to go back in with just a little bit lighter of a brown shade, and we're going to blend those two seamlessly together. So we're going to go back in the crease, and we're just going to blend that darker glitter shade in with the transition shades that we laid down originally. And now we're going to mix that shade with that dark black shade in the corner, and we are going to build that up on the outer portion of the eye, blending that glitter shade down with the rest of the look. And it's just going to add a little bit more dimension. Can we ignore my eyebrows, please? They look awful. Awful today. I've got to get that one on the right side of my face shaped up a little bit better because it does not match. So we're just going to ignore that. And then we're going to do the same exact thing on the other eye, adding some dimension on that outer corner and just deepening that look up a little bit. And then I took just a clean brush with nothing on it, and we put that right on the crease, and I just blended out those shadows a little bit better, making sure we had no harsh lines and everything just blended seamlessly. And I realized this look was kind of lacking just a little bit on the lid, So I took a little bit more of a gold glitter shadow, and we just packed that right on top of that original lid shade, and I'm really glad that I did. It almost pulls a little bit green, but it's just a gold glitter. So we're packing that on the other eye, of course. And then we're going to go in with that first transition shade, and we're just going to blend everything out a little bit more, making sure that we don't have any harsh lines and all of our shadows are blended. A lot of blending in this look. And then I'm just going to take a big powder brush and I'm going to dust away any fallout that I may have had and all that translucent powder that I had underneath my eyes. And we are clean. So now I'm just taking some black eyeliner and I'm tightlining the waterlines of both of my eyes. I don't do this a lot, but when I'm doing more of a smoky eye, it just kind of adds a little bit of smokiness to it. And then we're going to take a very small pencil brush and we're going to go in with that black shadow. And I'm going to line the very top lash line on the upper because I'm going to be putting down some false lashes here in a minute, and the band on them is pretty thick. So to help and hide that, we're going to just add a little bit of black eyeshadow. You can do liner, you can add a wing, whatever you want to do, but that's just what I wanted to do today. So now we're going to go in on that lower lash line, and we're going to take that transition shade, and we're just going to kind of lightly smoke out that lower lash line. We're going to add a few shadows to the lower, taking that small pencil brush again, and we're going to go in with that brown shadow, and I'm keeping this really close to that lash line, and I'm kind of grabbing some of that black eyeliner that we put down and just kind of dragging that down onto the lower lash line as well, kind of smoking things out. Okay, and then now I think I'm going to go in with the black shadow next. Yep. Okay, so we're going to go in with black, and we're going to focus this just on the outer portion of that lower lash line. I am not bringing that all the way in because I don't want to close my eyes off too much, but I want that smokiness and dimension, so we're keeping that on the outer corner, about halfway, I would say. Smoking that out, and then now we're going to go in and curl our lashes, add a little bit of mascara, and put on some false lashes today. So anytime you're putting down false lashes, I recommend that you put down just a thin coat of any kind of mascara before you put your false lashes on. This will help blend your false lashes and your real lashes together, and just keeps things a little bit darker and adds that black to the look. So while I was doing my mascara, I had the lash glue already getting tacky on my lashes. So they were already ready to go. And I just used some old tweezers that I used just for my lashes, and I just put those on. And if you guys want a video on how I apply my false lashes, just let me know. Comment down below and let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. One of the tricks I do have is letting that glue that you use get tacky before you put your lashes on. If you go in with a really wet amount of glue, they just tend to slip and slide all over the place, and that makes it really, really hard. So that's just a little trick I have for you guys. These are really big lashes also. These are the Eyelure Vegas Nay, and they're in a blue box. They're really, really big and pretty lashes, and I thought that since we were doing such a bold, dark look, we could pull off the bigger lashes, excuse me. So now we're going to go in and we're going to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone, and I'm just using the Smashbox Spotlight palette in collaboration with Casey Holmes, and just adding a little bit of highlight. And then we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star and Manny Mua liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy. You could do any kind of lip with this look, but I tend to go more for like a nude or a little bit brown of a lip. And that's what we did. And of course, little mishap, but that's okay. I had a makeup wipe sitting next to me, so we just cleaned that up and continued. This is not the best application in the world either, but we're just going to go with it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.